The stimulus check could have made you rich. Yeah, I said it. That stimulus check that you guys got, not once, but twice, could have made you rich. Could have changed your life. Only if you wanted it to change your life. The stimulus check was given out to the people to stimulate the economy. But instead, you chose to stimulate bullshit and stimulate all the wrong things and nothing, right? And nothing that can help and benefit your life. There's a lot of people out there who took that stimulus check, right, and stimulated their own economy, stimulated their household, took that money and opened up a business, got their hustle on. Yeah. You know, it's a lot of people who took that $1,200 stimulus in March, and now here we are, 2021, and they made $50,000 off that $1,200. And I'm not talking about illegal actions. I'm talking about legitimate business. See, the truth is a lot of people complain. A lot of people do not want anything out of life. You give people something, it's not enough. That's only the ungrateful people. But people who are smart and who have been educating themselves, that's all they needed was that $1,200 to walk away from their job and chase their dreams and their goals. 2020 was not a bad year. You let the media and you let Facebook and social medias tell you that 2020 was a bad year. In 2020, there was a lot of millionaires made. There was a lot of 100,000aires made. People made thousands of dollars in 2020. People still became billionaires. People still got married. People still lived. People still died, right? Racism still exists. Nothing in 2020 is different from all the other years, right? The government gave you guys money to stay home. And in the midst of everybody staying home, nobody was on their phones researching, studying on how to open a business. How can I take this money and make more money? How can I change my life? How can I never put myself in this same position again, right? But then there are a lot of people who took advantage of the money that the government was giving. I know people who was getting $1,000 a week. I know people who were bringing home $2,500 a month, right? That's double what they was making on a job. I don't think you guys realize that people slave on jobs anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week and still bring home pennies. Yeah. You know, people are bringing home $500, $600, $700 after 2 weeks of working, right? You put 7 and 7 in a month, that's $1,400. Let's say you bring home 8 every 2 weeks, that's $1,600. The government paid you to stay home and gave you the least amount was $2,500, right? But you would still have people who complain and who tell you 2020 was a bad year. 2020 was only a bad year for those who did not invest the money, those who did not plant the seeds, and those who did not put the time to study and research on how to change their life. You know, 2021, it should be the year of the entrepreneur. It should be so many small businesses opening that our eyes pop out of our head. But that will not be the case. Because a lot of people who receive the stimulus check, they stimulated all the wrong things. Yeah, you stimulated your money on alcohol. You stimulated your money on beer. You stimulated your money on pills. You stimulated your money on pussy. You stimulated your money on dick. You stimulated your money on foolishness. You stimulated your money on weed. You stimulated your money on pills, heroin, Molly, right? A lot of these people who complain, right, they are complainers. And that's majority of the world. This is why the rich stay rich and the poor will always stay poor. Because we have too many people who complain and who are not and will not work with what they got. Yeah. You know, when you look at most billionaires, when you look at most successful people, they are not successful because somebody gave them a large lump sum of money. No, they worked with what they had. And they put the work in and they came up and now they are successful, right? See, we must speak in reality. And the reality is there was a lot of money given out to the people in the year 2020 and nothing was done, right? The lower class ask for more, beg for more. They want more, right? Instead of people coming together and putting their money together, right? If I got the stimulus check of $1,200 and I knew 10 other people who got the stimulus check of $1,200 and we came together, that's $12,000. With that $12,000, we could have took that money and opened up a small business. We could have got into real estate. We could have got into possibly anything that we wanted to do. But no, we want to point the finger and we want to be mad at all these politicians, right? We want to act like they are the reason we are in the position we are in. And at the end of the day, when you live in reality, you are in the position you are in because of you, because of your selfish ways, because you choose not to live in reality. You choose not to be disciplined. You choose not to make the necessary moves in life that you need to move so you become successful. There was a lot of money given out. And then there was a lot of money made. Because the same situation I just told you, yeah, it was a lot of guys who came together and put their money together and put their heads together and opened up trucking businesses, opening up delivery businesses, opening up taxi services. Yeah, there was a lot of businesses created. So don't let the media and the social media fool you into believing 2020 was a bad year. For me, 2020 was excellent. Even with all the ups and the downs, I still mark 2020 as a success. My business started from the ground up and is doing excellent, right? I brought in my beautiful daughter into this world. And there was a couple other things in my life that happened that I don't want to speak on that was very beneficial to me, right? And with everything else that happened, all the ups, all the downs, I am still grateful because 2020, right, was the year of seeing everything clear. And for me, I was able to see the things clear that I need to see so I can get ahead in life. Now, for me, 2021 will be an even better year because I'm coming into this year ready to get to the next level. No excuses. We gonna work hard all 2020 and we really gonna benefit in the year 2022. All right. So ask yourself, how did you stimulate your economy when you get your stimulus check? And when I say your economy, I'm speaking about your life, your family, right? How did you stimulate it? How did you help your wife? How did you help your kids? What seeds did you plant that are going to grow and is going to feed and benefit you and your family, right? And if you just now catching this video and you didn't stimulate your economy and you wasted your first stimulus check, if you haven't got the new one that they are giving out, do some research. Ask yourself, how can you take this 600 or this 200 or however much you are getting? Ask yourself, how can you take that money and invest it, right? How can you take that money, right, and get with some friends and y'all come together and y'all make something happen? You don't have to keep going to a job every day making pennies. You don't have to slave every day to make pennies. It is 2021. 2020, you should have seen everything clear. If you got laid off from your job, if you was fired from your job, that is the vision that you need to see to say, hey, I need to step up and get my hustle on. I need to work for me. Yeah, I need to quit acting like I am not educated enough to take care of business, to pay my own taxes, to have insurance, right? To get out here and network and make things happen. You can do it. But you got to tell yourself you can do it. 2021, man, showed the world that these jobs can go down just like anybody else. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of big commercial jobs went down, but a lot of small businesses thrived, right? We seen McDonald's, we seen tons of fast food restaurants go out of business, but guess what? But then we seen companies like DoorDash, Uber Eats. 2020 has got to be their best year yet. As far as gross, they're making money, right? So at the end of the day, for 2020, it was bad for some people, and 2020, it was great for others. So at the end of the day, I'm asking you this on the first day of 2021. If you haven't received your stimulus check yet, when you do receive it, stimulate your economy. Peace.